Hello and welcome back to the FPL Tom deadline stream ahead of Game Week 31. As always, we are live on both YouTube and TikTok. We are starting a little bit later today. I did have to finish up at work, but we are live now. We are here to help you guys out, get the best possible team out there for Game Week 31. Hopefully make the right captaincy decision as well. And, the main aim, beat all your mates in your mini league. I can already see we've got George in the YouTube chat, one of our members. How you doing, George? How you doing, my friend? How you doing today? Toby in the TikTok chat has put first. Love that from you, my friend. Love that from you. Look, appreciate the likes as well. Let me know if you need some help on your team today, man. Let me know if you need some help on your team today. Obviously, the big news before we did go live was that Ollie Watkins is going to miss out on Game Week 31. So if you do have him, probably worth getting rid of him this week. Kelly LF has put, hey Tom, hey, how you doing? Who do I bench out of Isaac, Foden, Haaland or Muniz? I'd be tempted with Foden there. Palmer captain paid off. What can I say? That's what we try and do here. Who do I bench? Did that one. Salah this week? Yeah, that's the way I'm going. I think there is potentially scope to maybe go without him. A little bit unsure about his potential minutes, but I think overall he's probably the safe pick this week. Brought Darwin in for Watkins. Was thinking about Isaac, but edged it to Darwin. I guess that's all dependent on your chip strategy for me. Like, it feels like if you are free hitting in 34, Isaac makes more sense. If you're not, then Darwin makes more sense in my personal opinion. Salah and Diaz in this week. Very nice. Very good transfers. Big FPL Tom fan here. Love that from you, George. Let me know if you need any help today. Someone else has asked, hey Tom, should I wildcard this week? It depends what your team's looking like. If you want to send me a team, as always, we'll be doing team reviews throughout the stream at FPLTom_. If you want to leave it under my pinned tweet, that's the best thing you can do, and we can review your team and potentially help you out there. Potentially help you out. You know, sometimes my advice works, sometimes not the case. Yeah, I'm not so sure. Went with Darwin. Well, hopefully it works out, mate. Hopefully it works out for you. If you can hear, I've still got a little bit of nasally cough and stuff like that. It just seems like it doesn't want to go away, does it? What the best way to win bets? To win bets or win bets? What do you mean by that, Ollie? What do you mean by that? Explain yourself. Come on. Win bets. I mean, to be honest, you can do all the research in the world, but it's extremely difficult, isn't it, to be honest? Maybe pay attention to XG, but the thing with football is it's so unpredictable. It really is. I think that's why it has so many people kind of fascinated. Someone's asked, will Watkins start? No, he will not. Watkins will not start. He's been ruled out by Emery. What's your plan with Lascelles? I'm baiting doing him to Richard, but also just debating holding on for him and waiting for price rises before I take him out. Yeah, let's go and take a look at my team for this week. Obviously, I do have Lascelles. If you're on TikTok and want to come over to the YouTube chat, it is a little bit slower, so I can answer all of your guys' questions. You also get to see my team on screen as well, so pretty good stuff if you want to come over to here. And we're trying to hit 5,000 subscribers, so yeah, go for it. Go for it. In terms of Lascelles, my plan is to just keep him. I was thinking Richards, but at the same time, I think I might just see what's happening with the rest of my team come 37, because that's the only time I'm going to need this extra centre-back. It looks like Gusto's been in training today. Gabriel I'm happy with. Bradley we might have to move out once Trent gets back. Branthwaite I'm happy for his double-in. His fixture in 37 as well, again, when we might need him. Got some other okay fixtures as well, plotting around as Everton, so I'm pretty happy with him on the bench. Start Onana or Petrovic. I'm in this exact same position. I have gone for Onana, mainly down to the fact that both teams are going to concede. That's the way that I'm thinking. Both teams are going to concede, but what I think will happen is Onana will have more shots to save. So, they are, I think, 19th for shots per 90 or shots overall in the Premier League, something like that I remember reading. So I feel like Onana is going to get the higher potential to have more save points. That's the only reason I've gone with it. Plus, if Palmer misses a penalty and Onana saves it, it kind of balances itself out a little bit. So that's the thought process behind that one, but completely understand if you want to go for Petrovic. I think it's a little bit of a difficult one to call that one. Isak in for Watkins and Saka in for Son for a -8. It depends what your your chip strategy is for number one. If you're free hitting in 34, I think the first move is fine. Then the Son move and the -8 makes sense. If you're not, I think that Son one could potentially, you could go without it. Chris has asked me my captain this week. We're going to go for Salah. Pretty obvious this week, I think. What the hell does that one mean? I'm not even going to bother answering that one. Give me a team to do on career mode. Mansfield. Done. Should I be looking to get Cunha for Watkins? Yeah, I think Cunha's a really good smart pickup, especially if you're not on the free hit. My only concern with him is obviously he didn't feature in the last game, so just be wary of that one. When are we doing team reviews? We'll do them soon, actually. We'll do them pretty soon. Maybe about 5 o'clock. We'll do some at 5 o'clock, so if you want to send me your teams at FPLTom_, leave it under the pinned tweet, and yeah, we'll get some team reviews going in here, guys. A turkey in a bush, thank you for the Willian emoji. Start Doherty or Taylor. Who've Burnley got this week? Who have Burnley got this week? It's quite a nice fixture, isn't it, for them this week? I think with Doherty being a doubt, Burnley have got Wolves. Yeah, I'd play Taylor. Play 1 point Charlie. Still captaining Havertz, crazy or genius? I mean, if it works out, man, you're a genius. If Salah goes off and slaps, could look very silly and have egg on your face. 8 Nori, a good pick. Fantastic pick. Really, really good pick. Sell Watkins, yeah, he's going to be out for game week 31. No doubles coming up for Aston Villa as well, so I think he's probably an easy sell for me. Saka in for Son for a -4. I mean, Saka's apparently been training today, so I wouldn't do that move. Especially before Luton at home. Wouldn't be doing that one. How many different players do you think you need for an effective wildcard? Not many. Not many. I think as long as you keep with the majority, I reckon 1, 2, max probably 3. I feel like a lot of the players are quite self-explanatory, especially with like certain double game weeks and your chip strategy coming up. 63 good last week. It's not bad. It's not bad. Who to bring in for Watkins? I mean, there's a lot of players. Probably Darwin if you're not on a 34 free hit. If you are, probably Isak. Saka limps off every game. Exactly. Please bottle promotion. I fancy an easy away game. Who do you support, Alfie, man? Because we're gonna do it. We're gonna bottle promotion. It's just gonna happen. Take out Son for Saka for a -4. No, don't do that. Someone's asked, hey Tom, is Maddison to Palmer for a -4 worth it? Potentially. Palmer is the better of the two players. Both have double game weeks coming up. I mean, if you need players and you potentially going to have a blank in game week 34, then that might make it worth it. But for me personally, probably not. And we've got a new member as well, FPL Shane. Welcome to the FPL Tom fan pack. Massively appreciate you becoming a member of the channel. If you do want to become a member of the YouTube channel, it does only cost 99p. You get some cool priorities. You get priority in the chat. You also get some cool emotes. And I think we've started doing it slowly when I can schedule videos. You will get priority to those videos a little bit earlier. So, if you like what you see here for 99p, welcome. The unofficial name of the club is the Soggy Biscuit Club, but we're not going to go there. We're not going to go there just yet. Cunha for Watkins. Let me just make sure that Cunha is fully fit and available for this week for you guys. Let's have a look on here. Did they have their press conference today? Did they have their press conference? Let's have a look. Do keep your questions coming in, guys. I'm just looking if Wolves had a press conference today. Because if they didn't, it does make it a little bit harder. But they should have done. Edwards, De Zerbi, Emery, Wilder. Does anyone know if... what's the guy's name? Tell me his name. I can't think of the guy's name. We'll have a look for it in a second. What's the guy's name? What's the manager's name? What's the Wolves manager's name? Hey, Kai. how's it going? I'm doing pretty decent. Solanke or Isak, depends on your chip strategy. If you need a doubler for 34 because you're not free hitting, go for Solanke. If you're free hitting, then go Isak. O'Neill, Gary O'Neill, thank you very much. Oh, I'm glad you're doing well, man. I'm glad you're doing well. Would you do Son to Saka? If I needed someone, like, he's definitely not confirmed to be 100% starting this week. They're just going to see how he's, like, feeling. I think he'll start. He usually does. But if you need someone to double, obviously Spurs blanking. So maybe if you're on the 35 wildcard, could be a very decent shout. FPL Shane has said, morning Tom, trying to decide between a wildcard team set up for a 34 free hit or a bench boost 34. I think it's easier to set up for a longer term bench boost than it is for a free, like a bench boost in 34, in my personal opinion. Just because you can then load up on the likes of Son, Palmer, Petrovic, Onana, all these players that double in 37 and get some other Spurs boys in there. Use the free hit to get rid of them, and then you've got them because they're going to have 2 double game weeks. So that's what we'll be doing that one. Cheers for the follow, Sean. Appreciate that one. Is it true because Gusto, he flashed the dressing room like a Magic Mike performance? What type of a comment is that, Aiden? Come on. No, apparently he's back. Apparently he's been training today. There you go. There's on that one. I brought in Isak for Watkins. What do you think? Big fan of it. Big fan of it. Saka injured. I mean, he limped off in the last game, so make of it what you will. Start Branthwaite or Lamptey? I probably would go Lamptey. Just gamble on it. It is Gary O'Neill, isn't it? Yeah. Right, let's go and look at Cunha. Because that's what people were asking about. Yes, he did. He did a turkey in a bush. Mateus Cunha, what's the latest? Predicted lineup. Here we go. From the Birmingham World. Don't know how reliable this is going to be. Have they got him in? God, these adverts. It's just a website full of adverts. Oh my... Stop! Right, next page. Of course he's on the last page as well. Yep, they've got him in. Birmingham World have got Cunha in, so we're going to go with it. I'll have a look at Draft Down in a minute. If there's anyone that is a Wolves fan as well and thinks that Cunha might play or might not play, get it in the chat as well. Havertz going to get a brace and Salah is going to get bench. Big shouts from a turkey in a bush there. Which 2 to start? Muniz, Solanke or Palmer? Ooh, that's difficult. I mean, to be honest, if I had to drop any of them, probably would be Solanke, but all of them are really strong picks. There's got to be someone better in that lineup you can drop. Thoughts on transferring out Saka for Luis Diaz? Not a big fan of that move. Any key differentials for the double game week? Yeah, let me take a look at who's playing and any that I definitely think you should be going for. I mean, Eze and Elise, if they're both fit, they'd be really good ones to be going for. Luis Diaz, maybe from Liverpool. If you fancied going for a Sheffield United player, maybe Ben Brereton Diaz. Why not? Go for it. Any of the Wolves boys, Cunha, Aït-Nouri. Dortmund is the best club in Germany. I mean, they beat Bayern. It's just what they do. It's what they do. Which teams will have 2 double game weeks? It's going to be Chelsea and Tottenham. So they're either going to play in 35, 36 or like 37. So 2 out of those 3 game weeks are going to be double game weeks for them. Bench Muniz or Havertz? Probably Muniz. But that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Thoughts on transferring out? I did that one. Gonna roll. Nice, George. Not really power. My front 8 is Salah, Son, Foden, Saka, Palmer, Haaland, Solanke, Muniz. I would rather have Palmer over Foden. Controversial, I know, but I would. I'd rather have Foden over Palmer. Just would. That'd be the one that I'd drop. I'd drop Foden. Is there one in 37? No, there's quite a few in 37. I don't have them up at the moment, but there's quite a few fixtures in 37. Bench Muniz or Bowen? Who've West Ham got this week? Tottenham. Yeah, I'd bench Bowen then. Get Muniz in, bench Bowen. I know both are bad, but who should I start, Branthwaite or Lamptey? I mean, Branthwaite's minutes are more secure, but I'd gamble on Lamptey, in my personal opinion. No worries. Do you think I should play the bench boost in 34 or after? It depends what your team's looking like. If you've got a really good bench for 34, then go for it, man. Go for it. Why not? Have a little bit of a gamble. Have a little bit of fun with it as well. See how it pays off. See if anything pays off for you there as well. Might work out. I can't comment on YouTube, so just staying on TikTok. Fair enough. Fair enough, JB. No worries. If you do want to come over to the YouTube stream, like I said, we are trying to hit 5,000 subscribers over here. So if you do want to help us out, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, would you start Gusto over Zabania or Porro? I probably would play Porro over... Actually, I'd probably play both, just down to Gusto's uncertainty. So I'd probably play both. Madders or Saka out for Haaland in game week 32. Free hit 34. That's a difficult one. That's a bit of a doozy, that one. Probably say Maddison. But then you probably want him afterwards. Fixture-wise, Maddison has the better fixtures over the long term. But I think Saka's the better player. That's the frustrating thing. I think I'd say Saka and gamble on the Maddison fixtures. Told some guy to start Eze over Garnacho on the weekend, and I was right. Want to see if this guy comes back. We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. He'll be in here. Nunez or Solanke. Both really good players. In my personal opinion, I think Solanke's minutes are more secure and on penalties, so I think he's the better one. Best defender replacement for Thiago Silva other than Porro. I have 7 million in the bank. Depends what your chip strategy is. Let me know what your chip strategy is, Charlie, and we can help you out, my friend. Should I take a hit to get Nunez for Watkins, which also lets me bring in Salah next week for Son? Yeah, go for it. Do Liverpool get a double game week? Yes, in game week 34 they've got one. Where are you overall in FPL this season? 200,000, but we've still got 2 chips in hand, so we should, hopefully, if things go well, top 100k finish. That's the aim. That is the aim, so let's see if we can do that. Start Reguilon or Estupinian? Is Reguilon back? If Reguilon's back, then go for Reguilon. I've used my free hit and wildcard already. Okay, what was your question you were asking again? Just type it back out for me. Who should I replace Watkins with? Can't get Darwin, Isak, Solanke, Muniz, Cunha. There's a couple for you. Twitter check. Yeah, we'll do those in about maybe like 10 minutes. We'll do a team check on Twitter. Who's my captain? Mine's going to be Salah. I'm trying to get top 1 mil. I've got bench boost left. Yeah, you should do that. You should do that. Just stay consistent. You'll piss it. Saka or Luis Diaz captain? I probably would go Luis Diaz. Muniz, yeah, that's the guy. Best defender replacement. Okay, cool. Again, dependent on your, you've got no free hits. You probably want someone that doubles. Maybe a Liverpool defender. Verge might be a decent little shout there. Branthwaite from Everton, if you're looking for maybe the more cheaper one. Any of the Wolves defenders are pretty good shouts as well with their double and strong fixtures leading into it. United have got some pretty good fixtures after Chelsea and Liverpool, Bournemouth, Sheffield United, Burnley, Palace. There's just a few off the top of my head. Brentford have got some okay fixtures as well. Arsenal have got a double, so maybe if you've not got Gabriel. When's Trent back? Should be game week 33, 34-ish. How bad is the Watkins injury? Looks like he's going to be out for a bit. What other questions have we got? Tom, guess my rank. 300,000. Watkins to Haaland and Diaz to Douglas Luiz to Odegaard for a -4. Yeah, I like that. Hey man, would you start Foden or Muniz? I think I'd start Muniz, you know. He just seems to be in that purple patch at the moment where he cannot stop scoring goals. You know what I mean? So I think he's the better pick. He's the better pick to go for, in my personal opinion. Nunes or Saka captain? I think with the uncertainty around Saka's minutes, I probably would be more tempted with Nunes. So you do think I should bring in Saliba, Gabriel, or Virgil van Dijk? Who do you think? I think Saliba maybe. What about you? Yeah, go for it. Go for it. They've got the double in 34. Luton this week as well, so pretty good fixtures. Doherty going to play? Probably not with the quick turnaround, in my personal opinion. Do keep the likes coming in on YouTube and TikTok. There is a poll going around on the YouTube chat as well for the best captain for this game week. So yeah, get your vote in for that one. Salah currently leading the way for the best captaincy poll. Best differential captain this week? I mean, to be honest, like Son probably will do quite well against West Ham. Isak could slap against Everton. They're 12 games without a win. Any of the Arsenal boys as well. And then Cole Palmer could be a really good shout as well. Haaland against Villa, like everyone's kind of ruling him out, but he could be a really good little pickup. Who do you think is going to win the Old Firm? Don't care about Scottish football, unfortunately. Bench one. I probably would bench. That's a difficult one. Probably Porro, you know. Probably Porro. Just I think Spurs are a little bit more unpredictable at the back. Gusto going to play? Apparently so, yeah. Apparently he's been pictured in training today. Pick one must-have for each position. Petrovic, Gabriel, Salah, and then Haaland. There you go. What a comment is that? What comment is that? Oh, dear. Kai differential? No, I'm not feeling it. Odegaard or Kai? I think I prefer Odegaard over Kai, but each their own, I guess. Cheers for the follow, Cormac. Appreciate that one. Captain Darwin Núñez. I mean, it's a definite shout for a differential. How long is Kelleher going to be playing? Apparently, Alisson's going to be back mid to late April. So at least for the next few weeks. You might just squeak the double. I like your hair. Do you have diabetes? Right. What would make you think I have diabetes? Thank you for the compliment. And then you just went in with slander afterwards. Saliba or Gabriel to bring in. I think both really good shouts. Thoughts on Cunha? Yeah, I'm a fan of Cunha. No, I don't have diabetes, Lawrence. Do you? Do you have diabetes, Lawrence? Start Gabriel or Jesus? I'd probably start Gabriel over Jesus. Or are you saying start Gabriel Jesus? Nah. It is Luton, but he's just not it, is he? He's just not it. Good. I'm glad you don't have diabetes, Lawrence. I'm happy about that one, my friend. Hey MKTV, how's it going, man? How's it going? Yeah, I was worried for you there a second, Lawrence. I thought, like, I hope this guy doesn't have diabetes. You know what I mean? So, any diabetics in the chat? Yes, George. Kivio, good pick. I think with Timber being back, probably not. Which one, Saliba or Gabriel? Pick one for me. Go Gabriel. There you go. I'll pick one for you. Don't come for me, though, when it goes wrong and Saliba scores tonight. Who can I replace Gordon for? I mean, if you want to keep Newcastle, I mean, you could have a gamble on Harvey Barnes. Whether or not he's going to stay fit for long enough, bit of an issue. It depends on your chip strategy. Palmer will probably be the number one pick. Garnacho's a decent shout as well. Cheers for the follow, Lawrence. Appreciate that. Glad you don't have diabetes, my friend. Which one, Neto or Flecken? I mean, Neto's got the double, so I'd probably go Neto. Arsenal play tomorrow. Oh, cheers. Palmer or Garnacho? Palmer clear. What's my blood group? Jesus Christ, we're getting all the medical questions today. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. If I collapsed and fell on the floor and they went, "What's your blood group?" Wouldn't have a clue. All good, brother. Have you done your transfers already, or what you're thinking of doing? Nah, I don't think I'm going to make any transfers, to be honest. The only player that I probably would take out would be Lascelles for Richards. But I'm not feeling it. I think we might get a bit more money further down the line to potentially upgrade that position for the bench boost. So I'm not too worried about it. So I'm just going to play with as is, to be honest. When shall I play my boosts? I've got all of them bar wildcard. I mean, you've got potentially 2 to 3 double game weeks coming up. So, Salah's got a double in 34, so he might be worth using that triple captainship on. Free hit maybe 38, 37. Bench boost 37, 34. It's just depending how your team looks. Emma said, do we know for sure Watkins is out? Yes, Emery has said he's out. What's your political ideology? Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Yeah, less the better, I guess. Hey, good, Ortega or Dubravka. Longer term, I prefer Dubravka. Rice or Garnacho? I think Rice is decent if you need a player for the double game week. What's your pronouns? I ain't no fairy. I've got my pronouns locked down. All right. We don't need no pronouns in this chat. And if you want to talk about pronouns, go and find another FPL stream. I know what your political ideology is. Uh-oh. Is this the stream where we finally get cancelled? Is this it? Is this the one? George has put FPL Tory. No, we are not a Tory. We're good in that department. Thoughts on Isaac to Watkins? Yeah, I'm all for that. I'm all for that, baby. I'm all for that one. Do keep the questions coming in, guys. Bench one of Clivert, Byrne, Reguilon, or Bowen. Who Bournemouth got? Palace, Newcastle. Probably Bowen. Probably be Bowen out of those ones. Fuck you, man. Fuck you. Cheers, Alex, for the follow. Thoughts on Tony for Watkins? I mean, Brentford do have some pretty good fixtures. No doubles. So I think, obviously, certain players will be better. But I still think he's a decent shout. Bowen or Solanke? Solanke this week. Yeah. Probably. I don't think Clivert's going to get a full 90, but I feel he's like one of those players that might pop up with a goal, but I get why you might want to go for Bowen. Smith from Bournemouth or Robinson from Fulham? I go Robinson. Tom, are you a member of the Mansfield party? I mean, if we're getting a Mansfield party going, I'm all for it. Some questions coming in tonight. They are indeed. They are flying in. I need to sell Foden or Odegaard to get Salah. Which of them is a must sell? Depends when you're wildcarding or if you've already used your chip. I think Foden would be the one if you've got no chips to play in 34s, then you get another doubler. Then you potentially could look to move Odegaard to Foden to get him for the back for the 37 double. Am I single? Yes, I am. So if any ladies are in the chat, you want to be treated right, you want a man who has some clout on TikTok and YouTube, go for it. Very little clout. And we're not talking about clout, obviously, but, Not gents. No. Never gents. I don't swing that way, unfortunately. When am I going through teams? We'll do those at 5 o'clock. Phil Foden for now until game week 33, or Luis Diaz now until game week 33, but with a -4. I'd stick with Phil Foden then. Maddison to Barnes, probably not a move I would be making, to be honest. I thought I was in luck. Yes, Lawrence. You would probably be my top candidate, to be honest, mate. What do I think about Bowen? Probably a sell. Watkins to Nunes and Baldock to 8 Nori. I'm a big fan of those moves. Bowen or Palmer? Palmer, 100%. Tom, you have Jake. I do have Jake, but he doesn't live close enough. So, we can't be intimate for long enough. You know what I mean? Landed with that, nice. Got no way of getting Salah in. Do I wildcard this week? Need to get Watkins and Ake out. Need a goalkeeper too. Yeah, if you've got the wildcard chip, go for it, my friend. Who do you think is the best looking player in the Premier League? I mean, it's Craig Dawson. Come on. As long as there's no eye contact. Yeah, that's fine. I'll flip you over and we'll just go for it. We'll go from there. Cheers for the follow, Stephen, the #1 Wrexham fan. I mean, you did a job on us on Friday. A man who doesn't have diabetes. Yes, that is the one thing on the criteria, really. As long as you have a man who doesn't have diabetes, we will go for it. We'll go for it. Hey, Kai, what's cracking? Paul Dummett, triple captain. I mean, sure, go for it. Go for it, my friend. Yeah, George, but Jake is too shy to say no. Jake is definitely not too shy to say no if you met him in real life. Gusto Adoji Regulon bench 1. Probably Regulon. I'd bench there. Thoughts on Wolves? Yeah, definitely a team I would be looking to get in there. I don't play FPL. I'd get FPL, Lawrence. Come on. Sort it out. Get FPL. Subscribe to the channel. Drop us a follow. All that good stuff. Kivior, best defender replacement for 4.4. Who do you prefer? I don't like Kivior as a pick. Not a fan of Kivior. Obviously, Timber's coming back, so I don't think it's going to work out on that one. Should Watkins be a sell? Yes, with his injury, he should definitely be a sell. Do I know anything about patch worn cards? No, I don't. I'm no good with it. I've tried before. Look, bro, you got me now. You got me in your corner. You got my insight. All good stuff. Bradley, stocks up. Yeah, I'd probably say so. You put in a good performance. Watkins to Isak and bench Maddison for Isak using the 1 free transfer. Yeah, I'm all fan of that. What is my Tinder bio? I don't have Tinder. So, you know, no Tinder bio for me, unfortunately. Too late in the season. All right, man. You can try again. You can try again. They brought out that new challenge mode, so you can do that. That's just like 1 week when it resets, and then you get to win a holiday if you do well on it. So there you go. Just something to potentially think about. We will do team reviews at 5 o'clock. So if you want to send me your teams at FPLTom_, leave it under my pinned tweets, and yeah, we'll get some team reviews going in the chat in about 5 minutes. Do keep your questions flying in, guys. If you do have any questions about fantasy football, or just life. I mean, that's kind of been the big theme for today, hasn't it? People have been flirting with me. We've been asked, do we have diabetes? We don't have diabetes. We're all good in that department. Is Isak a good captaincy shout? I never like to captain a player after doing well. That's just my personal opinion. I think with Anthony Gordon missing, I think they are going to struggle. But Everton have been so bad. Really, really bad. No win in their past 12 Premier League games. So as a little bit of a differential punt, maybe worth a gamble. When was your first kiss? I think when I was like 11. There you go. Should I captain Diaz, Saka, or Isak? Probably Diaz, and then Isak, then Saka. Was your first kiss worth it? Yeah, of course it was. Why would it not be worth it? I didn't kiss someone and went, oh, forget it. Tom, what is your favourite restaurant chain? I like Nando's. They're really good. They do good vegan food. And then Wagamama's is pretty steady. Like my family like that as well, so we go there quite a lot. Pizza Express, some steady food. Can't complain. Do you rate teams, lad? Yes, I do. We'll be doing team ratings at 5 o'clock. If you want to send me your team at FPLTom_, leave it under the pinned tweets. Do you listen to hip hop? Yeah, I love music. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Top 5 differentials. Jesus. I mean, top 5 differentials. That's going to be a difficult one. Who do I like at the moment? Probably be like some Wolves players like Cunha and stuff like that. I've said Eze and Elise if you need players for the double. And then Munez is still down there in terms of ownership, so probably him as well. Do I listen to Kanye? Yeah, I listen to Kanye. I wasn't like an overly big fan of his new album. Who was it with? Was it Ty Dolla $ign? I feel like you can make 1 or 2 songs max with Ty Dolla $ign before it gets a bit boring and repetitive. That's about it. You know what I mean? That's just my personal opinion on that album. Opinions on Harvey Barnes for a challenge team? Yeah, I'm a big fan of that one. Big fan of that one. Thoughts on Nelson Mandela? Good guy, isn't he? Good guy. Go through teams now? No, don't demand me. It's 5 o'clock. We're doing the team reviews. All right. Have no Arsenal players. Don't mind taking a -4 up to a -8. Is it worth getting rid of Kulusevski, Foden, and Doherty to get Havertz, Luis Diaz, and White? Yeah, I probably would. Do you miss old Kanye? In terms of music, yeah, definitely. 100%. 100%. Probably politically, beliefs-wise as well, but we're not going to go down that rabbit hole. But yeah, definitely, he used to make, like, his older albums are so much better. So much better. Like I said, I think the past 3 I've not really, like, overly liked. Like, a lot of songs out of them. They've just been pretty, like, mid. What is the best captain for chasing rank this week, in my personal opinion, would be somebody like Son, Palmer, Isak, or maybe one of the Arsenal boys. Worst FPL pick you've seen this season? Me bringing in Craig Dawson. How come I can't add a photo when messaging you? I don't know. If you want to have your team reviewed, you need to send it me on Twitter at FPLTom_ and leave it under the pinned tweets. Martin Odegaard, captain, go for it. Why not? Is there any cheap defenders that I can get under 4.2 million that starts apart from Bradley? Hell yeah. Branthwaite, Chris Richards. There's a couple off the top of my head. Hey, Katie, how are you doing? How was your Easter? Start Porro or 8 Nori? I'd go 8 Nori. Salah or Saka captain? I'd go Salah. Have just built my wildcard teams. Currently not sure about punting on Kelleher and Bradley. Feel Bradley is more worth it. Yeah, I think so. Tony in for Watkins. Yeah, I think that's fine. Got Branthwaite. Then, yeah, probably somebody like Chris Richards would be a really good shout. Zabani or Cole Palmer, please. Cole Palmer, 100%. Chris Richards. He plays for Crystal Palace. 5 p.m. rate teams. Yeah, we're going to go rate some teams. Tom, the Lascelles one was so much worse. Yeah, Lascelles is a pretty bad pick on the wild card, but that's not up to me. The FPL challenge, how are the forwards double points if you captain one? Does it go for triple? I believe so, yeah. I'm not too clued up with the rules on FPL challenge if you were in yesterday's stream, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Cunha or Højlund? Cunha for me. Ops on Isak, Weiss and Nunes captain for challenge. If Isak returns, swap captain. Yeah, go for it. Haaland, Tony, Solanke, Saka, Palmer or Foden. Who should I captain? Probably, I mean, Haaland probably is a good bet. Then probably Palmer, Saka, those ones. Do you think Bradley is worth bringing in? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Right, we're going to go and do some team ratings. Let's go and have a look at your guys' team. If you want to send me a team, come over to this tweet right here on my Twitter at FPLTom_. If you're on TikTok as well, all you have to do is go to the little icon and it'll just take you straight there. Or you can click the YouTube button, it'll bring you to the stream, and then there'll be a link in the stream description. Or you can just go to Twitter and type in FPLTom and then an underscore at the end, and you'll see the pinned tweet. Right, let's take a look at some of these teams that you guys have been sending me in. I'm going to start off with Shane. Hi Tom, sending through 2 cheeky options for a wild card. Currently leaning towards the second one to get a bench boost out the way in 34. Okay. I mean, I like this. I think this is a really good team, and it will set you up really, really nicely for then the post-game weeks after. I think this is a great team for this week. And I get why you'd want to do this one. It would have a very strong bench boost. I get that. But I think what you get with this one is you get 1, 2, 3 doublers, 4 doublers. These guys are going to have an extra game week. You know what I mean? And you can very easily take Saka out. Foden's also going to double as well. You get to use your free hit up. I prefer option 1, but get why you like option 2. I think it's a great, it will do extremely well on the bench boost, but I think this is the better option and use that free hit instead there. But each their own. That's just my personal advice on that one. Any transfer recommendations for Watkins? Also, should I have captained one free transfer? I mean, you've got no Salah in here. You've already played your free hit, so he's probably a player you want to get in for 34 for the double. So you could go down to Muniz and then upgrade maybe somebody like Garnacho just for that 1 week, or get rid of Son for Salah. Isak's also a good shout. Again, no free hit, so Darwin's a very decent pickup for you there, Jason. Islam has said 0 free transfers. I'm thinking about getting Palmer for a -4. I'm tired of him killing my rank. Who should I sell to make it worth it? I mean, that midfield's fine. I get why you'd want to do it, but for me personally, I think I'd leave it. Unless you haven't got a free hit for 34 to get rid of these Spurs boys, Maddison probably would be the one. But I don't think it's worth a -4. Not yet, anyway. 1 free transfer, torn on who to do. Jesus, what have you sent this on? Dubravka, Gabriel, Maddison, Salah, Palmer, Saka, Solanke, Tony. I mean, Haaland to Watkins, if you've got the money, that could potentially be one that you do there. Very easy. If not, I think you could maybe roll on this. Harvey, hi mate, this is my current team and it's all over the place, so is there a need for a wild card? If so, I've done a draft but not confirmed it yet. How is it and what changes would you make? I get that. You've got like these guys here. You could probably get away with it. But if you were to wildcard, this is what you'd be going for. Bradley, Salah, 8 Nori. Okay, I really, really like this wildcard. It depends what your chip strategy is as well, though. If you've got a free hit left and you're free hitting in 34, probably need some more Chelsea and Spurs boys in here. But if you're not, this looks pretty good. Pretty decent. Cheers for sending me a team, Katie. Like I said, we will resume to answering your guys' questions in a bit, but we are just doing some team reviews on Twitter. Yusuf has said, any changes? I got free transfers. Probably be Watkins out. You've already played your free hit, so Watkins to Darwin seems like a very sensible move. Isak as well is there if you want to double her in 37. Riley, he or she has sent me her team, her or his team. Vicario, Dunk, Saliba, Bradley, Saka, Son, Palmer, Bowen, Havertz, Muniz, and Davi D, a very fan favourite of the preview stream. Yeah, I think this is fine. My friend. Who else have we got down here? Mrinal, I hope I'm pronouncing that one correctly. They've got Turner, Branthwaite, Saliba, Mengi, Bowen, Palmer. Oh dear, this is pretty crap. Get Neto in straight away. Turner's not going to play, so that one doesn't really matter. You've got your free hit, so probably would be looking to play that. I'm guessing you've got your wild card. This could be potentially wild card worthy, to be honest. A lot of issues in this team. So if you've got your wild card, I probably would look to play it this week, Mineral. Or Murinau, however I'm pronouncing that. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, I do apologise. If not, I'd be desperate to get Salah in here somehow. So maybe drop Watkins down to Muniz, Ward-Prowse up to Salah. That could be a move. It's British Footy. Pretty good team. Already played the free hit, so Darwin's probably a player you want to get. So I'd probably do Watkins for Darwin, especially if you've got no Salah as well. Or Bowen up to Salah if you can afford that. Yochum, Wildcard 31, Game Week 32, Gabriel to Adoji, Game Week 33, Saka to Foden, free hit 34, Salah for Bruno, Garnacho to Richarlison. What's your thoughts? Yeah, I like that. I do like that. I'm kind of on similar vibes here. I do want Bruno Fernandes in somehow into my team, so I'm on very similar kind of wavelength with you there. AA1 sent me his team. He's got no goalkeeper for this week, so that's a little bit of a pain. And Watkins injured. Eesh. I'd say I'd prefer to get a striker in over a goalkeeper if you don't want to take a minus this week. I think Isak could be a very decent shout. No Salah in here either is a little bit tough. And I think I would prefer to play Maddison over Bowen. Jake sent me his team. And he's brought in a Steve. A Steve. Just sometimes he does things. And he hurts my head. A Steve. Who? I swear this is the guy, like, I think I remember reviewing this guy's team. The actual Steve is like, he actually plays fantasy. Oh, Jake. Oh, Jake. Well, we're all on the pro Steve tree now, aren't we? The rest of the team, yeah, it is what it is. Not captaining Salah could go one of two ways for you tonight, mate. But we'll see what happens with that one. Katie, who I know is kicking about somewhere. No Salah on my finished, potentially. He might not play the full 90. That might be a saving grace. Thoughts? Yeah, I really like this. I really like this team, Katie. I don't think there's necessarily any changes I would make. Maybe looking at it, you might need a couple more doublers. Maybe Hoyland to Solanke for the double in 34 could be a shout. Cheers for the follow, Damo. And he's put oops and then not sent me his team. Whoops. And then he sent it again. Opinions. Kelleher, Gvardiol, Bradley, Kivior, Son, Palmer, Salah, Foden, Isaac, Muniz. Yeah, I like this. I think these two might become a potential issue in the next few weeks. Timber being back, Trent being back. But for now, all good, mate. All good. Any changes? I think I'd play Foden over Bowen. I think I'd play Foden over Bowen. That would be my favourite. That would be my opinion on that one. Have we got any team news potentially? Any leaked team news? Doesn't look like it. Woo PQW. I like that. I like that pick. I like that pick a lot. Munoz. I don't know how you pronounce it, but from Crystal Palace, he looks really good. I like that. Rest of the team, I think, looks really good. No qualms on that one. No qualms on that one. What's been happening in the chat? FPL Instinct is back. Oh, dear. Start Muniz or Johnson? Go Muniz. Saka or Foden on the wildcard, no free hit. Probably go Saka then. Diaz or Saka? Depends on your... I'd probably go Saka, actually. Hi, Tom. Whom to provide the armband to? Saka or Salah? Salah's the more sensible pick. Hey, Anton. What's cracking? All good stuff. Hello, Tom. How are you today? I'm late. What's new? Ah, you cool, Bashir. You're cool, man. We've still got like 50 minutes left. We're still going to crack on. Do you think Gross is a good player to keep? I mean, they've got the double in 37. So, yeah. He's pretty good at picking up assists as well, isn't he? Pretty consistent at that. Would you start Reguilon or Zabania this week? Already have Neto in goal. I'd probably go Reguilon then. We did the question about Pascal Gross. Do keep them in. Triple captain Salah? Probably not. There's going to be double game weeks coming up for Liverpool. If you do want to use the triple captain chip on him, they're more likely to be like better off than going for that. What's your name? My name is Tom, and if you want my Twitter, it's at @FPLTom_. And if you want to come over to the YouTube stream, would be appreciated. Start Reguilon or Porro? I'd go Porro. I'd go Porro with that one. I would go Porro. If you are enjoying the content today, guys, be sure to hit that subscribe button and like button and all that good button, the follow button, all that good stuff. Gusto has apparently been pictured in training, so he should be okay to play. Got a free hit and bench boost transfer. Watkins, Tony, Madison, VVD, Gusto to Haaland, Isaac, Saka, Bradley, 8 Nori, 352. Yeah, alright. I can get on board with that. We'll be using wildcard. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine then. Yeah, that works. I like that. I seen someone captaining Gakpo. I doubt he will even play. He might play. He could play. Thoughts on captaining Gabriel? Probably not. Would you start Madison or Isaac? Isaac, 100%. 100%, baby. Do keep your questions coming into the both chats, guys. Like I said, if you want your team reviewing as well, at FPL Tom_, leave it under the pinned tweet. Yeah, true. Saka a good captain? I mean, he's a little bit of a doubt for the game, so probably not. 200k currently, need to gain rank. I'm about the same rank. I'm not too worried. We've got the bench boost and the free hit chips in hand. No, you cannot. No, you cannot. Oh, okay. I mean, Ducky's just offering. Sorry, Doocy Duck has just offered some hot stock advice in the chat. So get on that. Don't get on that. Yeah. Half tempted to captain Solanke. I mean, if you've got a gut feeling, go for it. Anton's just sent me his team, so let's go and have a look. And Buemo or Isak? I prefer Isak. Let's have a look at this one. This is my team for this game week. I replaced Watkins and Louise with Salah and Nunez for a -4. Yep, I'm all happy with that one, man. I think that'll pay off quite well. FPL Tory. I ain't no Tory, bro. 52k rank now. Bench boost and free hit still to use. Where do you think I should finish? I mean, you could aim for a top maybe like 10k. 2 chips in hand. If they go well, man, you could get in there. When did I tell others to get on that? Bro, who posts that? Who posts that shit in a TikTok chat? It's an FPL chat and you're out here just trading stocks. Go get a life, loser. Come on. Probably should captain Salah, though bearing in mind we have Sheffield United. Yeah, I think there is a little bit of doubt kind of murmuring around the Salah captain one. I think if he'd have slapped at the weekend, maybe got more than the 1 goal, a lot more people probably would have been hot on him. Worth getting in Buemo and Isaac for a -4. Depends who for. What do you think of my team? Leno, Saliba, Gusto, Adoji, Salah, Gross, Son, Garnacho, Solanke, Isak, Nunez. Yeah, it's decent. It's strong, man. Have we had any team news? Watkins is not playing. There you go. Best third Arsenal player to have: Havertz, Raya, probably Saka. Oh, no, you're asking for a better one. I mean, if you need a goalkeeper for the double game week, probably Raya. I think he's probably a decent shout. Arsenal's defensive numbers as well this season. Pretty good. Can't complain on that one. I'm going to give you a follow. I appreciate that, Finn. I appreciate that, man. And if you want to come over to the YouTube stream, drop us a subscribe on there. That's more than appreciated as well. Diaz or Saka, I think both are good picks for this week. So, yeah. Can't really comment on that one. We've got about 45 minutes till the deadline. So do keep your questions coming in. Ask away. Alfie sent me his team. Here's my team. What should I do? Kelleher, Kaminsky, Gabriel Zabania. Oops. Whoops. Let's load that up. Doherty, Alanga, Saka, Madison, Salazar. Wildcard already played. I mean, you've got a lot of money in the bank. A lot of money. Have you got a free hit left? If not, I think probably... If you've not got a free hit, Darwin for Morris. If you have, maybe Isak. That could be a decent shout. Maybe defender as well. Could go and pick up a double game weekend defender. Maybe somebody like Bradley could be a shout. Could be a little decent shout there. Maybe if you've got the free hit as well, upgrading Alanga to Palmer. That could be a shout. What other teams have we had sent in? Saraf has said, already did Watkins to Haaland as a free transfer. Should I take another one to make a -4? No, you're all good there, mate. You're all good. No need for a -4. Bashir, one of the members, he said, 1 free transfer, 1.8 million in the bank. Which transfers do you think I should make? I mean, yeah, I'm more inclined to say you could do a -4 and do your goalkeeper move. I would be more inclined to take Watkins out though, to be honest. Yeah, that'd be my opinion on that one. I'd be more happy to take Watkins out. I think getting a better striker in here will do more than a goalkeeper will. So yeah, that'd be my opinion on that one, mate. So Darwin if you are not free hitting, and Isak if you are, in my personal opinion. Wildcard this week and free hitting 34. What do you think about my team? Any suggestions? Petrovic, yep. Gusto, yep. Son. Yeah, I think this is great. This is really, really good. Big fan. Big fan of that. Big fan of that one. Let's have a look if there's any early team news. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. What's been going off in the chat? Cool, thank you for sending me a team. Is Henderson nailed? To start, yes. Johnson is injured. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, free hit left, but for game week 34. Okay, cool. Watkins is out injured for this game week. There you go. Emery confirmed it earlier today in his press conference. So he's out. And yeah, I think Watkins is definitely worth replacing longer term. Mainly down to the fact that, yeah, he just is. There's no doubles coming up. Some very difficult fixtures coming up for Aston Villa as well. Muniz in for Watkins to get Salah in for Foden, -4. Not sure how I get Nunez in later, though. Also don't have a goalkeeper. Yeah, I like those moves. Yeah, George is a Palace fan, so he might have a better grip of it, but he and saying Hendo will play. Will there be more double game weeks? Yes, 37, and then Chelsea and Spurs leave the double in 35 or 36. Big up the BVB, yeah boy, let's go. Henderson and Havertz or Raya and Eze with the double 34 in mind. I prefer Raya and Eze in my personal opinion. Hey John, what's cracking, my friend? Do you think a -8 over the next 3 weeks for Solanke will be worth it? Yeah, sure, go for it. Gusto or Bradley? I mean, if Gusto's fully fit and available, I prefer him. I just don't know how long Bradley's going to keep his place in the side. Thanks for the follow, Finn. Appreciate that. Best Watkins replacement? Probably looking, I've said this throughout the stream, if you're not free hitting in 34, Darwin. If you are, probably Isak. Would it be dumb to go without Haaland for the rest of the season if you want to gain a lot of ranks in the last part of the season? There's other good options for the remainder of the season, in my personal opinion. Yes, I do think for the next few you could, but there's going to be some weeks where he will be like the large majority of the captain, so could, if he turns up, decimate your rank. But you realistically could go without him up until game week probably 37. That's an argument. You've been to... I've not been, and it's on the bucket list. It's genuinely on the bucket list to go and do. Who best for rest of season? Max, Rice, or Gordon? Max. Who's Max? What do you think about Garnacho? Yeah, I think really good. But yeah, that's the aim one day, Jay. Get there, tick it off the bucket list. Oh, McAllister. I'm not keen on McAllister. McAllister. Oh, nice. Nice, man. Can he sort me out a ticket? I'm just going to ask. You have to ask. You know what I mean? You've got to... When someone presents an opportunity like that, you just have to ask. If you can get me a ticket, would be good. I mean... I prefer Rice for the double coming up. Alright, Jay. This better come off, man. This better come off. We'll do a TikTok on it if it comes off. Drop me a DM on TikTok or Instagram. Cheers for the follow, man. Yeah, drop me a DM. And we'll see what we can do. Start Porro or Semenyo? I'd start Porro. Is it worth activating wildcard instead of taking a hit or using my free hit? I think if your team's in a little bit of a mess, it's probably worth using the wild card. If you've got the free hit left over as well, build your team so it's more in favour of the doubles coming up for 35, 36 and 37. Start Kudus or Solanke? Solanke 100%. Who to target for game week 34? Obviously Liverpool, Arsenal, they're the better teams. Wolves, Everton. And then probably, from the other teams, you're probably looking at somebody like Solanke. Palace is probably Eze and a defender maybe. Sheffield United, they're probably the only player you want to go for is Ben Brereton Diaz. Other than that, probably not worth doing it. Who am I captaining? We've gone with Salah for the armband. Did my Watkins to Darwin yesterday. -4 to get Lascelles to Gvardiol. I mean, it would probably work out for the longer double. Foden and Porro out for Diaz and Kivior. I mean, Kivior is going to potentially become a little bit of a risk with Timber back in training. Good evening, Tommy boy. How are you, fella? Would you do Areola to Rare? I also have Dubravka for a -4. I just fancy a new keeper. It depends what chip strategy you're playing in 34. If you need a goalkeeper that doubles, I think it could pay off in the long term, that -4, but other than that, probably not the best. Will Saka play? Yeah, I think he should play. -4 to get Darwin in for Solanke. Is it stupid, though? Yeah, I think that's pretty stupid. The fixtures for Dom for the next two are pretty decent. Both double as well. I feel Dom's got the probability of starting more games as well during that double. Best cheap defenders. Probably anybody from Wolves. Branthwaite if you need a player that doubles in 34. Brentford have some pretty strong fixtures as well, so any of their guys. Ruslev probably the top pick there on that one. And Chris Richards from Crystal Palace as well. Harry Maguire from United. Just a couple off the top of my head. 83 points on Wildcard 30. Couldn't ask for more. Very good week from you, my friend. Very good week indeed. -4 to get Darwin in for Solanke. Yeah, we did that one. Foden or Luis Diaz. Depends on chip strategy, but if you're not free hitting in 34, I prefer Luis Diaz. Areola to Dubravka for a -8 total. I have Areola and Turner currently. I mean, he does have a double further down the season, so he'd have to be paid up then. But I just don't like taking minuses for goalkeepers. I really don't like taking minuses for goalkeepers. I think there's very limited upside in it. But you do you. Foden is clear all day. Are you okay? Why did you ask my opinion then? If you're just going to disagree with my opinion, don't ask for it. Simple as. Chump. What do you think I should bench? Foden over Haaland or Muniz and Isak? That's a tough one. I don't think I'd bench Haaland. Bro, just seeing your club shop video. Trust me, you'll be baffled at the BVB club shop. Which one was that one? Oh, I need to refresh. Was that the... I can't remember which TikTok that was. What do you mean, chump? I mean, you're a chump. If you're asking my opinion and then kicking off because I say the other thing. Oh, the weirdest item ones? Yeah. Wow, what's in the Dortmund one? Whose team's stadium birthday is it today? I don't know. Whose is it? You let me know. Darwin bench. We both want it. So don't risk it. Won't get any point. Yeah, I don't think it's worth the minus. Lovely bench I got here. Gordon, Lascelles and Gusto. Oof. Stinger. It's Dortmund's 50 years old. Nice. Oh, good for them. Good for them. Worth a -4 for any defender. Have Virgil, Kirkez and Porro playing. Nah, I think that back three will be fine. Do keep the questions coming in, guys. We've got about half an hour till the Game Week 31 deadline. If you are enjoying the content, either here on YouTube or on TikTok, be sure to like, comment, follow, all that good stuff. As we are approaching 4,000 subscribers on the channel, which is massively appreciated by me, guys. So, yeah, do keep the support coming in. It looks like Salah's massively winning the captain poll. Gibbs White or Maddison? I actually prefer Gibbs White. I really do. Forest do have some nice fixtures, but obviously Maddison is going to have 2 doubles. Toaster that burns BVV into bread, toilet plungers, egg cup holders. I've seen the garden hose. I did I did one. If you go back on the channel, there is a Bundesliga one, but it just didn't do as well. But there is one on the channel somewhere. What's my thoughts on Manchester City? I don't actually dislike Manchester City. I went to uni at their stadium, so I went to a lot of games, so I'm all for them. You think Arsenal's tricky fixtures will stop them from putting up the numbers? Potentially, but I mean it's kind of the make or break, isn't it? Right at the end of the season, so they got to do it. Yeah, I'm guessing you're a fan of that. I'm guessing you're a fan of that one. Cheers for the follow, Keith. Appreciate that, man. Doing quite well on the TikTok today. We've been doing quite well. We've had good numbers in here throughout. Last time Luton didn't score a Prem game was against Manchester United in game week 12. That's ridiculous. Yeah, the Premier League's been filled with goals this season, hasn't it? I think it's like 2 months since the last 0-0 as well. Something mental like that. Absolutely mental. Got Bradley, Kelleher and Darwin. Do I get rid of one for Salah? Yeah, it probably would be... I mean, it probably would be Bradley, to be honest. Like, I think Kelleher might just make double game week 34, but I think Trent is going to beat Alisson back to recovery. Yeah, we do team reviews. On Twitter, if you want to send me a team, at FPLTom_. My double Arsenal defence against City paid off, surprisingly. Hey, man, it worked. Sometimes it goes like that. Cheers for the follow, Sporty Max. Appreciate that, my friend. Let's have a look if we've had any other teams sent into us. Nope. Any early team news? Nope. Mateta's a decent captain shout. I've just seen that one. Yeah, Mateta's a pretty good captaincy shout for this. Not captaincy. Pretty good player to go and pick up this week as well. If you need a player for the 34. Just jinxed it, Tom. 0-0s across the board. I know, yeah. Tom, Maguire or Branthwaite. Depends which game you need the doubler for more. Douglas Luiz to Odegaard from -4 and benching Estepinian. Worth it? Yeah, go for it. Who do you support? Dortmund by any chance? No, actually. I don't actually support Dortmund. I just really like all the stuff and the gear and stuff like that. But I actually support the team back in that corner, which is Mansfield, which is where I'm originally from. And we play in League 2. So pretty exciting stuff. Also need to get rid of Foden or Saka 2 for funds. Which one out for Salah in? Depends if you've got a free hit. If you've got a free hit, then Saka. If you've not got a free hit, Foden. Start Muniz or Palmer. Ooh, I think I'd just go about Palmer. I think he's got the probability of getting a little bit more. No free hit, but I've got a wild card. Okay, so you could wild card Foden back in, so Foden probably would be the one. Wild card probably 35, probably the way it's looking. I mean, if you kind of reconstructing all your team for this week, no, actually, yeah, go for it. I support Mansfield. I'm from there, but I also like Crewe Alexander. Nice. Which part of Mansfield are you from? Start Muniz or Bailey. I go Muniz. Nice one, bro. KDB got to go. I think Salah looking like a no-brainer. Yes. Bayern own Dortmund. Who won the game at the weekend? Yeah. That's right. Dortmund, of course. Should I bring in Kivior for a Doji? Current back three is a Doji. No, I wouldn't do that. Nice clap back. Good. Best midfielder to buy. Have Havertz, Salah, Palmer already. Depends on your chip strategy, mate. But if you need a player for the double game weeks coming up, probably somebody like Saka. If you don't, then probably Son. Send my team in. Cool. Let's go and take a look. Here it is. I'm guessing you slews. Berry Hill. Nice. Some money around there. Some money. Right, let's take a look at this team. 8 Nori, Gabriel, Gusto, Foden, Son, Salah, Palmer, Saka, Slanky, Isak. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. Obviously no Haaland, but I think there's definitely scope to go without him. So yeah, I think you're good. I think you're good. Bradley replacement on a budget. Good question. Let me get some players up for you. You don't have a free hit, right? So Chris Richards could be a decent shout. Good fix this week. Then the double. Branthwaite from Everton. If there's any of the Wolves defenders that are cheap enough to get in, they could be some pretty tasty shouts. Any Bournemouth defenders as well. They could be pretty good ones. Captain Gabriel, nah. Don't like Darwin. Wait to bring Diaz in for game week 34. Got Saka, Son, VDB, Palmer. Fair enough. Fair enough. Robbie Apter. Robbie Apter's an absolute goat. I went to the game against Tranmere versus Mansfield. Absolutely slapped it. I'm a big fan of him. I think he'll go on to do quite well, to be honest. Not Craig Dawson. Did you go through my team? Yeah, I did. I did, bro. What teams to target for the double game week? I mean, Liverpool, Arsenal, probably Wolves. They've got a pretty nice one in there as well. What other questions have we got? Sorry, Son already played my free hit. Okay. Cool. Transfers made. Setting up for bench boost 34. Option finding the game week 38 free hit. Very tempting. Well, I hope it works out for you, Shane, mate. Hope it works out for you. Joel has said start Gusto or Van Heck, or maybe Gvardiol if I bring him in for Lascelles. I'd do Gusto. I'd gamble on Gusto and hope for the best. Start Foden or Muniz. I'd probably go Muniz. Had the same question as well in the TikTok chat. I'd start Muniz. Joe's asked, evening Tom, just sent my team. Cool, man. We'll go and take a look at that. You have to pick my captain, Gabriel or Saliba. Go Gabriel. There you go. That good enough for you? Here's Joe's team. Slowly building for the double game week. He's got Reyes, Zabania, Gabriel, Pedporo, Palmer, Son, Iwobi, Salah, Saka, Solanke and Haaland, Visser, Senesi and Livramento. I like it. Looking good, man. Looking good. Yeah, I think you're doing very well there, mate. Like it. Team leaks. No team leaks as of yet. Obviously, Watkins not playing is the only news that we do have so far. Shall I sell Son for Saka? I think with Saka being a slight doubt, probably not. Riley said, who would you rather start this week if you were me, Gvardiol or Muniz? I prefer attacking players, so I'd probably go Muniz. Do you think Estepinian starts this week? Let me go and have a look. Tom, I want to know, who would you play out of Maguire and Branthwaite? Probably Maguire. Let's have a look. Let's load Draft Town up. Predicted lineups. Let's have a look. What was I looking for? Who was I looking for? Estepinian. Yeah, Draft Town have got him playing, so I'd go for it. What's the Liverpool predicted lineup? Salah, Darwin, Bradley, Kelleher. Okay. Right, okay. Yeah, Maguire's predicted playing here. All good stuff. No worries, Patrick, mate. No worries. Sorry, I think you missed my review. Can you please repeat it quickly? Yeah, sure. No problem. It's FPL Justice, right? I think... Or was it Slews? Or maybe I didn't do it. If it's FPL Justice, I don't think I did this one. Taking a -4 to get a Liverpool asset or stay with them. I think this is fine. Yeah. I don't think there's anything I'd change here, to be honest. Not worth taking a -4 for anyway. I think the rest of the team's fine. Right, we've got about 20 minutes till the deadline. So do keep your questions coming in. Fortunately, didn't gamble on the captain, scored 65 anyway. Yeah, that probably worked out for the best. Do you think I should replace Gusto? If with who? Nah, I wouldn't replace Gusto. I think he'll play. I think he'll be fine. Do I watch cricket? Yeah, I watch some T20. Not watched it like recent. Actually, that's a lie. I watched some IPL when I went back home. I watched some IPL. Went and visited my mum and it was just on. So yeah. Who should I bench between Muniz, Palmer, Solanke, and Foden? Probably Foden for me. But Gusto is home to Manchester United. Have you ever seen Manchester United play football? Sorry, my name is Addy Caps. Did it go through? No. It hasn't gone through. Make sure you are following me just to like definitely make sure it goes through. Otherwise, it sometimes gets a bit stuck. Yeah, it's not come through. Do I start Trippier? Nah, he's not going to play. It's quite a quick turnaround. Yes, Tom, I'm on TikTok today. Nice. Hey, FPL Guerra, how you doing? Have you seen Chelsea play football? It's a very fair comment. Both teams are pretty dreadful. Both teams are pretty dreadful. If you are enjoying the stream, guys, be sure to give us a like, a follow, subscribe to the channel as well. Massively appreciated by me, as always. Like I said, we are approaching 4,000 subscribers on the channel, which is pretty cool to think where we started earlier this season. So if you are enjoying it, do be sure to drop us a subscribe and all that good jazz, if you like. Is Palmer a keep for the next 3 to 4 weeks? I think he's a keep till the end of the season, especially if you've got that free hit in 34. Chelsea are going to have a double in 35, 36, and then in 37. So they're going to have 2 out of those 3 game weeks I just mentioned there. Do keep your questions coming in, guys. About 20 minutes till the deadline does close. Should I captain Son or Luis Diaz? I think I'd have a gamble on Luis Diaz there. Muniz, Haaland or Foden? I dropped Foden out of those ones. I ended up on a big L taking out Palmer. Yeah, he's ridiculous, isn't he? What's your score prediction for Chelsea-Manchester United? I feel like 2-2. Jeff has said, Tommy boy. How's it going, man? Saka for Foden, worth it for a -4? No, not in my opinion. Better options, Salah and Mateta or Diaz and Isak? I prefer Salah and Mateta, in my personal opinion. The last video you made was in January, crazy. Yeah, I know, we've been focusing on the YouTube a bit. Maybe I might come back for some TikTok stuff. I don't know. I need to figure out what we're going to do. They just take too much time and I don't know. I didn't enjoy making them as much as I like making the YouTube content, if you know what I mean. That makes sense. What makes you think drop Foden? I just think there's better options out there this week. Score prediction for Newcastle-Everton? 1-0 Newcastle. Just a rude car alarm. I appreciate that one. Need a bottom replacement, have 4.6 million, no free hit or wild card left, only a bench boost. Probably be like 8 Nori then, mate. Hey, mate, for Watkins, do I bring in Cunha and play Garnacho/Zabarbia this week, or Mateta, Muniz and play them this week? Yeah, I like the Cunha move. It gives you a doubler in 34 as well. That TPS player, hey man, how you doing? Would you do Bowen to Salah for a -4? Yeah, I would, especially if I don't have a free hit in 34. I'd do that. When is my birthday? End of Jan. Out of these 3, who would you prefer to have for game week 31 then? Then for game week 32, Palmer, Alanga, or Sarabia? Palmer, 100%. I have Gusto, 8, Branthwaite, and Doherty. Cool, nice. Oh, okay, you already have Gusto, 8, and Chris Richards then probably would be my shout there. Start Mateta or Fofana? I'd start Mateta. Start Kirkez or Porro? I'd go Porro. How do I show my team? If you want to send it to me on Twitter, @FPLTom_. That TPS player, you're going to get me a focal raid today? You're going to get at me? 2 to start 3 of Virgil White, Gusto, or Porro and Kirkez. I'd probably go Virgil White and Gusto and bank on him playing. Actually, no, Porro over Gusto, sorry. Palmer or 8 Nori, I'd go Palmer. Cunha or Muniz, for the double alone, I'd say Cunha, but Muniz is in his purple patch, isn't he? Really is in his purple patch at the moment. Would you take Palmer for both game weeks? Yeah, 100%. Transfer Son for Salah. I mean, if you've not got a free hit in 34, that's probably the move to make. Gives you a really good captain for that double game week. Start Douglas Luiz or Morris. Who've Luton got? Oh, I'd start Morris, you know. His points per 90 aren't that bad. And he takes pens. All it takes is one lucky little decision that goes his way and he gets a pen. I know Douglas Luiz does as well, but City, probably less likely to give away a pen. I don't know. I just think with Watkins being out, Villa aren't as a good attacking lineup. Before we finish up in about 15 minutes, let's take a look at some predicted points for this game week, courtesy of Draft Hound. 9.5 predicted points for Salah, 7.6 for Odegaard, 7.4 for Haaland, Palmer with 7.3, Havertz, interestingly, with 7.1, Son and Luis Diaz with 7, and then 6.8 for Saka. What is my Twitter? At FPLTom_. Douglas Luiz or Porro? I'd go Porro. Salah or Saka? I'd go Salah. Sorry, missed it. Mateta or Fofana? I'd go Mateta. I would go Mateta on that one, my friend. Is my team popping up now? Sent it and followed. Let me go and have a look for you, my friend. Oh, we've had a few sent in here. Doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it. What's your Twitter at? Let me know your Twitter at. Is it Damon or is it Kaikaz? Yeah, sure. We've had another one in there. I'm guessing that's the guy KB in the TikTok chat. I'm guessing that's you, bro. Yeah. Cool. All right, let's do your team. Kelleher, Gabriel, Eight Nori, Saliba, Palmer, Son, Salah, Saka, Solanke, Haaland, Darwin. Yeah, I think you're in a good place here. In terms of transfers for the next few weeks, probably will be Son out. Try and get as many big hitters in for that week, but I think you're pretty set for this double game week. You got a lot of stat players in there, so looking pretty good, mate. What midfielders do I buy under 8.6 million? Depends on chip strategy, but Palmer's a very good shout. Arsenal have the double game week coming up, so probably worth gambling on them as well. Cheers for the follow. Appreciate that as we do approach the deadline. Do you think Havertz will start? Yeah, I do. I think he will. Cheers for the gift as well. Appreciate that one, man. Diaz for Gordon. Yeah, I like that as a move. Cheers for the ice cream as well, boy. Appreciate that. Son for captain. It's not a bad shout. I sent something on Twitter, Tom. Cool. We'll go and have a look at this, but I think we will not go and have a look at any more after this, just because I want to focus on the chat and answer as many of your guys' questions as possible. Double Arsenal defence or double midfield? I probably would prefer the defence. Hey, Addy Caps' team's come through, so we'll quickly do that one before we finish up. Wildcard in this week, no free hit left. Agani is just cheap enabler who won't play, move in 35. Any changes you would make? No free hit left. Yeah, I think that's fine. That looks really good. There you go, Addy. Doesn't look like we've had any other ones. What's this one down here? Football fan 001. Is Solanke and Watkins to Salah and Semenyo for a -4 the best decision? I mean, this team probably needs a wild card in my personal opinion, other than anything else. Right, we're not going to do any more team reviews. We're just going to focus on answering your guys' questions as best as we can. Start Raya or Kelleher. Starting Gabriel, no Liverpool defenders. Then I put Kelleher in. Hey Scottish Baguette, how's it going? What are your thoughts on Barnes for this week? He is a little bit injury prone, but you know he is a very good player. We saw what he could do with Leicester, and at times when he has been fit for Newcastle. Is Dawson starting? Need to know to confirm the triple captain. No, he isn't. Best captain this week? I think if you've got your thinking cap on, probably Salah. Salah triple captain. No, there's going to be some double game weeks coming up. 34 is a double game week for Salah as well, so probably that is a better week to use him. Why don't I post to TikTok? I mean, we've mainly been just focusing on YouTube content recently, but I probably should start getting back into it. Shouldn't I? Probably should start doing at least one a week. But yeah, like I said, Scottish Cricket, we're not going to do any more team reviews. We're just going to focus on questions for the remainder of the stream. Romero or Gusto? Probably would go Gusto. A captain Solanke. Oof. All right. Well, I hope it works out for you, man. Isaac or Darwin? Good question, Sam. If you need a player who, well, if you've not got a free hit for 34, Darwin. If you do, Isaac. Will Estepinian start? Will I start Estepinian or Gusto? I'd gamble on Gusto and hope for the best. Foden to Diaz for a -4. If you need players for the double in 34, go for it. Bench Foden or Muniz? I probably would bench Foden. Captain Havertz or Diaz? I prefer Diaz. Foden to Diaz for a -4. Like I said, if you need players for that double game week in 34, go for it. I have the same 4 in midfield as you. Any news for any of them? Not starting or possibly reduced minutes. I'll take a look at any team leaks in a second. Gusto or Muniz? I'd go the Muniz one. Diaby or Clivert? I'd go Clivert. Let's have a look if we've had any early team news or leaks or anything like that. No. Doesn't look like it. What teams do you think will get a clean sheet? I mean, I hope Arsenal. I hope Liverpool. Zabania or Kilman? I'd probably go Zabania. Do keep your questions coming in, guys. We've got about 10 minutes till the deadline, so do keep those questions flying in throughout the stream. Best goalkeepers on a wild card. Depends on your chip strategy. If you need 2 that feature in 37 because you're bench boosting, Onana and Petrovic are probably the best ones. If you need a goalkeeper for 34, probably I'd say like Raya is a decent shout if you need one for 34 and for the remainder of the season. Pickford as well, pretty solid shout. Doubles in 34, some good fixtures after that. What teams have doubles in 34? Good question. It is Arsenal. It is Bournemouth. It is Palace. It is Everton. It is Liverpool. And it is Wolves. And Spurs blank. There you go. Is Ortega worth a gamble? I don't know how long Ederson's out for. Anyone got any ideas on that one? Beautiful jersey. Have you anything for sale? Nope. Nothing for sale. I've wildcarded. Any essentials to bring in? Depending on your chip strategy, if you're on the 34 free hit, be like Palmer and Son. If you're not, then it's probably going to be like the likes of Salah, Darwin, Saka, Gabriel, people like that. Kelleher, good choice. Alisson is back in a few game weeks' time. I think it's mid to late April. They said he should be back. Okay, Bournemouth, Arsenal, Spurs, Liverpool, Palace, Wolves. Yep. Saliba or White? Probably go Saliba. Foden or Muniz this week? I'd go Muniz, Jacob. I'd go Muniz on that one. Do keep questions coming in, guys. We've got about 9 minutes till the deadline. We will stick around for a little bit after as well to answer any of your questions. MTFC Archie has said, yellows. Let's go, boy. Shocked the game wasn't on yesterday. Oh, cheers for the heart. I appreciate that. Yeah, thanks for that one, Kylian Mbappe. It completely threw me off my train of thought, but yeah, cheers for that one, man. I have Leno starting. Nice, yeah, Leno's an alright pick. Tactical masterclass, yeah. Didn't have enough players. Oh, the game's off. Whoops. Yeah. Who should I captain this week? Salah? Yeah, he's the pretty safe and obvious choice, to be honest. Jackson or Visser? I prefer Jackson, just for the doubles coming up for Chelsea. That'd be the way I'd go on that one. Diassi a starter? Yeah. Deadlines are scary. They are indeed. They are indeed, John. Cheers, pal. No worries, mate. No worries. Do keep your questions coming in, guys. The deadline is fast approaching. Mateta or Semenyo? I prefer Mateta slightly. Solanke, Haaland and Isak up front this week. Yep, that's what I've got. We're rolling with it. Who am I captaining? I've got Captain Salah, Vice on Palmer, interestingly. Bring in Darwin or Isak. That's been a very popular question in today's stream. Like I've said throughout it, the advice is if you're free hitting in 34, go Isak. If you're not, go with Darwin. That's my advice on that one. Do keep your questions coming in, guys, throughout the stream. As we do approach the deadline. Hopefully, it's going to be a pretty good game week. There will be a video out on the YouTube channel tonight, transfer targets. So if you do want to obviously subscribe to the channel so you will be notified when that does go out. Probably be one of the first in the FPL community to post. So, you know, all good stuff. Did you say Darwin or Isak? I said it's dependent on chip strategy. So there you go. If you're free hitting in 34, Isak. If you're not, Darwin. Sup, who to captain between Son, Palmer, Saka and Haaland? Probably my leading two there would be Son and Palmer, but all are really good shouts, to be honest, to give the armband to. I just think Son and Palmer are a little bit clear of everyone else at the rest that you put on that list. My stream is lagging. What did you say about Darwin? Right, this is the final time I'm going to say it. Darwin, if you've not got a free hit in 34. Isak if you have. Should I captain McAllister over Salah? No. Start Palmer over Højlund? 100%. I've submitted my wildcard draft with no free hit in game week 34. It's Neto, Aït-Nouri, Gabriel, Bradley, Odegaard, Salah, Palmer, Saka, Darwin, Solanke and Haaland. Yeah, I think that'll do quite well, mate. I think that'll do quite well. No worries. Do you think I should go for a -4 into bringing in Palmer or Saka for Garnacho? It depends on your chip strategy. Depends. Should I captain Isak? If you've got a feeling, go for it. But I think Salah's the sensible pick this week. Start Richarlison or Haaland? Haaland. Start Onana or Petrovic? I'm going with Onana. I have both goalkeepers. I'm going with Onana because Manchester United face more shots per game. I think they're like 19th in the Premier League, so hopefully we can get a few more save points out because I do think both teams will score. Captain Diaz or Saka, probably leaning more towards Diaz. Start Doji or Gusto, I'd go Doji. Hey, how's it going? Start three, Zabani, Saliba, Gabriel, Aït-Nouri, Taylor. I'd go Saliba, Gabriel, Aït-Nouri. Who'd start between Garnacho or Muniz? I'd go Muniz, you know. Estepinian or Taylor? I'd go Estepinian. Tom, Kelleher or Petrovic this week? Pretty easy on that one. I'd probably go Kelleher. You think I'm going to forget? Bro, I can't dance. I can't dance. I will do it at some point. Do you think Palmer or Saka for Garnacho? Depends on your chip strategy, Finn. Are you free hitting in 34 or not? Neto or Kelleher quick? I'd probably go Kelleher. Sorry, I lost internet connection. Don't know if you answered my question. Gvardiol or Doji on wildcard with free hit in 34? I said a Doji. You've done it once, you can do it again. It'll happen. It did. It did happen. It did happen, and we are going to have to bust out a couple moves. Thoughts on Muniz? Yeah, he's a good player, but there is some difficult fixtures coming up for Fulham. Do you think Gusto will start? Yeah, I'm playing him and hoping for the best. No, I'm not free hitting in 34. What was your question? What was your question again? But now I know you're not free hitting in 34. Adoji or Gusto, who to start? I'd gamble on Adoji. Palmer or Saka, and you're not free hitting, then I'd go for Saka. There you go. Top three strikers now. Isak, Darwin, Solanke, probably your top three. Romero in and Diassi out. Yeah. Unless you are not free hitting, because remember Spurs blank in 34. Muniz to Darwin for free. If you're not doubling, maybe, but I wouldn't be shocked to see Muniz score again. John's put Salah hat-trick, please. Let's hope so. WB Tony, what does that mean? Start 1, Zabania, Romero or Byrne? Probably Romero. Start Gusto or Richards? I'd gamble on Richards, you know. Pick 2 out of Saka, Foden and Odegaard. I probably would go Saka and Odegaard this week. That's probably the way I'd go with that one. I'm 4-5-3 in the world. Nice. Nice. Well done. About a minute till the deadline, guys, so do keep your questions coming in throughout the stream. Like I said, massively appreciate everyone who has been in today's stream. Really appreciate it. As always, guys, your support is massively appreciated throughout these streams. Pick 2 of Saka, Foden and Odegaard. We did that one. We did that one. Thoughts on Tony? Yeah, I think he's decent. There's definitely some good fixtures coming up for Brentford. I've changed Watkins for Isak as Watkins can't play. Is that good? Yes, Andrew, that is a good move. Isak, Tony or Watkins till the end of the season? I mean, Isak and Tony. Watkins is out. So, yeah, that's probably the way I'd go with that one. Keep the questions coming in, guys. We've literally probably got about 40 seconds till the deadline does close. So, make sure you are getting your teams locked and loaded as always. Make sure you're getting them locked and loaded. Do keep your questions coming in. Obviously, remember that the next game week is this weekend as well. So there will be a stream for that one. There will be videos going out on the channel as well throughout the week. So if you do enjoy the content that you see on the YouTube channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. As always, massively appreciated by me. Finn said, I did Saka instead of Garnacho for a -4. What do you think? Yeah, that's fine. Would you captain Haaland or Isak? I'd be tempted to give it Isak, you know. Is Nunes worth it with the doubles coming up? Yeah, I'd say so. Probably about 10-15 seconds left before the deadline does close, guys. So make sure you are getting your decisions locked in. A good look from John. Yeah, good look from me. It has just struck 6 o'clock here in the UK. So that is probably it. Yeah, the game's updating now. So that is the deadline stream, guys. As always, massively appreciate everyone's support. We will stay live for a few minutes after if anyone's got any questions. But most of my advice this week is going to be good luck to you guys and all the best for this midweek FPL game round. Obviously, like I said, there is next game week coming up very, very quickly in short succession. Succession? Is that the right word? Short succession? Sure, whatever. But yeah, that's coming up very soon. So do be sure to hit that subscribe button. Like I said, make sure you did get your team locked in. And good luck for this week. You should do a live reacting to tonight's games. Yeah, we did that. We did do that. But yeah, I might bring it back. I don't know. We did one for a few weeks, but yeah, I've got stuff to do tonight, so probably not gonna do that. But we'll see. We'll see. We might do one. We might not. I'm probably more not on than not. I've got stuff to do tonight. But we'll definitely do some throughout. I'm currently eyeing up the final game week. We might do a live. Who do I support? I support that team back there, Mansfield. So, yeah, all good stuff. But I think we're going to leave it there, guys, today, to be honest. Like I said, your support throughout today's stream has been massively appreciated by me. So, as always, thank you very much. We're going to end it there. So, yeah, thank you, guys.